would have been easier if the Archmage's symbol were a stick figure or a cross. That would have been easier to draw than two knotted snakes. Hey, ghost! Drag your translucent butt here now. Got the stuff? The power of coal compels you. Those were exactly the ancient words that Mr. Whale whispered in my ear. Just doesn't seem to... Yes! Archmage Alistair! Thank the coal!
Wilbur, I'm happy to see you too. But I don't have much time, and there is much to say.
I did everything wrong, Archmage. I built the golem and I let Remy down and I brought Timmy here and...
You have done nothing wrong, Wilbur.
Yes, I have. I wanted to help and I let myself be fooled and that's why you were transformed. And then I didn't do anything instead and that was wrong too. Remy is dead, Archmage.
He is not. At least I don't believe he is.
Yes, he is. He died in my hands.
No, you were tricked again. This book you are searching for, it contains no information about how to destroy the wand.
But if not Remy, then Monkus.
He's letting you do his dirty work for him. The book does contain powerful spells, but it won't help you destroy the wand. Monkus wants to use its power for his own ends.
Why does Monkus want this book? What's he up to?
The Kitab al-Azif was written by a mad mystic called Al-Hazred. It is a book about demonic cosmology and contains magic spells with which one can summon mighty beings.
Including the Nameless One?
I don't think that Monkus wants to set the Nameless One free. Even he isn't mad enough to do that. He wants to open a window into the dungeon dimension in order to siphon the Nameless One's powers.
Sounds dangerous.
It's impossible. Any weakness in the structure of the dungeon dimension would be instantly used by the Nameless One to escape his prison. He is incredibly powerful, and he is dreadful, Wilbur.
If the book is so dangerous, we should destroy it. Or we could just leave it in the chest. It's already been there for decades.
Powerful objects have a tendency to be found. You have to destroy the book. Monkus must not get hold of it.
Why did Monkus send me? And where is he?
That's worrying me too. He won't be sitting around idle awaiting your return, that's for sure. He'll have a plan.
At least he doesn't know we're on to him. He believes I'm bringing the book back to Seastone to use it to destroy the wand.
Yes, the magic wand. The book alone will not be sufficient to open a window into the dungeon dimension. It will take a complicated mechanism using black magic and an incredible magic force to penetrate the dungeon of the Nameless One.
The mechanism of which you speak? There's one like that in the temple under Seastone.
Yes, Ivo told me about it. Was under my nose for all those years, and I never noticed.
Monkus doesn't have the book yet, and I can't imagine the Van Burens working with him either. Without them, the wand is useless.
Those are the only trump cards we hold. He needs the book and the wand. And while he is chasing after those, we will destroy the machine.
How can I destroy the book from the chest?
It's just a book. You can tear it and burn it.
That sounds doable.
However, you should be aware that there are other copies of the book. Over the centuries, there has always been the odd one appearing and then disappearing again.
That means we won't be safe as long as the magic wand and the machine still exist.
Correct. As soon as the book has been destroyed, you will have to travel to Seastone and help your friends to destroy the machine. That won't be very easy. Monkus will defend it.
And we won't be getting the mighty Van Buren wand just like that either. No. There has to be a better way. We have to trick Munkus, surprise him, and beat him at his own game.
That's the Wilbur Weathervane that taught the Shadow Army the meaning of fear.
Open the chest and get the book to safety. Easier said than done. Do you know what the breath of death could be referring to?
I think I know.
How did you do that?
I don't just look like a ghost, Wilbur. I am one.
What do you mean?
I am dead.
No! You're not dead. You're the Archmage. You were transformed, and Ivor wanted to change you back.
And she managed that. But then I had to go, Wilbur. I am so weak that you had to help me to appear here.
But how are we supposed to, without you?
So far, you've managed pretty well without me, my friend.
How can you be dead?
My death wasn't in vain. I went at the height of my powers. That's the stuff of legends.
But it wasn't your time. Not even close.
I did just buy a new pair of shoes that I was keen to break in. I wanted to give my cleaning lady a nice present for her birthday next week. I have still got post to deal with and would have liked to have spent a few more evenings sitting on my balcony. I don't think one is ever ready to go, but I'm gone now, and others will have to step up and fight in my stead.
How is Princess Ivor doing? Is she well?
I sent her and Critter to Seastone to keep Munkus out of the underground temple for as long as possible. Perhaps they might even manage to destroy the machine.
Critter is with Princess Ivor? Then Captain Nate can't be far off. Finally, some good news.
You have friends at your side, yes.
Did you know that Tim is a were-rat?
Yes, Remy came to me after Timmy's parents were killed by a werewolf. Timmy's injuries weren't bad, but I knew that he would change at the next full moon.
Did you look for the werewolf who did this to him? I mean, if you kill the werewolf, Timmy is healed, isn't he?
Imagine that Timmy made someone else into a werewolf while he was transformed. Would you want that person to come and kill Timmy in order to release Timmy's curse from them?
I never thought of it that way.
The curse of the werewolf is an illness that one has to learn to control. It is hard, and Remy and I didn't want to place this burden on little Timmy up to now. We just let him change and let off a little bit of steam. But if he has now changed uncontrollably, you will have to teach him how he can manage the curse, Wilbur.
You can control the werewolf curse? How?
When he is a were-rat, Timmy is possessed by bad feelings. Anger, aggression, hate. They're like a shield surrounding him. And underneath it's still the same old Timmy.
Ah, the first time we ran into each other in the woods, he didn't attack me right away. He hesitated.
Something in the monster recognized you, and that something is the tiny piece that still remains of Timmy. A candle in a hurricane.
How can I get through to him?
Timmy's primitive feelings have taken control. If you want to reach him, you'll only get through to him on that level. A smell, a voice, a tune, simple things, little things, which could cut through the storm to reach Timmy.
And once he starts listening to me?
Then tell him not to give in to the anger and hate, that he shouldn't let himself be ruled by bad feelings anymore. He must think. It will be a difficult task, but if anyone can reach him and get him back, then it's a friend like you.
I'm supposed to stop the apocalypse and fight a powerful sorcerer while the country's in chaos. How am I supposed to do all that? I'm not a mage anymore.
That's exactly the point. No one can do all these things on their own. But you and Ivo, the rats, the inhabitants of Seastone, together you stand a chance. Don't wait for a messiah who is going to wave his magic wand and make everything okay again. Do it yourselves.
But the people all want something else, and lots of them only think of themselves.
That's why role models are required. Do what you think is right, and others will follow you. I have always valued you for your tenacity and your friendliness. You are never cruel nor cowardly. You never give up and never give in. Onwards, Wilbur Weathervane, with friendliness and courage in your heart, and lead others by good example. And perhaps carry a flag or something like that, so that people further back can see you.
Hey! Mean!
My time in this world is over, Wilbur.
Will you come and visit me as a ghost sometimes and give me some good advice?
No, my friend. You know everything that you need to know.
But don't go.
If you want to honor my memory, then lead your life in line with all that I've taught you. And don't leave cupboard doors open. Farewell, Wilbur Weathervane.
There are philosophers who believe that our entire world is made of triangles. Others say it's made of atoms surrounded by a lot of nothing. Both concepts strike me as pretty unlikely. I'm supposed to put a bowl full of blood in that triangle. There are philosophers who believe that our entire world is made of triangles. Others say it's made of atoms surrounded by a lot of nothing. Both concepts strike me as pretty unlikely. Esther?
Yes?
Do you know the tune that Timmy likes to whistle?
Yes. His mother used to hum that tune to him when he couldn't sleep. I did the same whenever he had nightmares.
How does it go?
La 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 la. Like that.
I was able to summon Archmage Alistair's ghost. That's all he is anymore. A ghost.
You mean he's dead?
Princess Ivo changed him back, but then I don't exactly know what happened then.
I didn't know him personally, but from what I've heard, he was a very wise man. And he had a big heart, a rare combination.
He also had the oddest sense of humour. He once claimed he taught a bunch of otters a musical number in his youth. Weird.
I'd have loved to have seen that.
Me too. See you later, Esther. I have to go.
Bye.
Lizzie attached a Timmy bait to that tree, a bloody rag. Maybe it's a good sign that it didn't attract Timmy at all. If the trap is still there, it might help me catch Timmy. It would be a great way to immobilize Timmy without hurting him. If there's still even just a little Timmy in the were-rat, This will do the trick. Timmy loves bratwurst. Oh no! He jumped right over it. Shh, easy, Timmy. Ouch! I knew you were in there, Timmy. A were-rat would never have been interested in sausages. That's all you. Fight it. Archmage Alistair said we could probably get through to Timmy with a tune. It's worth a try. That's it! Remember, Timmy? Your mother used to sing this tune to you when you couldn't fall asleep. Remember! Concentrate! Think about the good and friendly things, not the hate. You're not a monster, you're a little rat and you're loved.
I'm so sorry.
You have nothing to be sorry about. Nothing happened.
I didn't want any of this to happen. Did I? Did I hurt anyone?
No. I think you make a pretty bad werewolf rat.
Hey.
Mankus tricked me for the second time, Timmy. He disguised himself as your uncle in the cave and then sent me here.
Then perhaps Uncle Remy is still alive.
Maybe he is.
I'm sure he is. Uncle Remy can't be beaten that easily. We have to look for him.
You can bet on that, but I need to find the book first.
But if Mankus wants the book, then it must be evil.
In the wrong hands, it could mean the end of the world. We have to find it.
And then we'll look for Uncle Remy.
Deal. Why didn't you tell me about the curse earlier?
I didn't know how, and I was worried you'd be scared of me. Most people are scared of werewolves, and for good reason. We can't control ourselves, you know. We don't realise when we do evil.
Yes, but the Archmage Alistair said you can learn to control the curse.
The Archmage? Is he all right?
Let's talk some more about that tomorrow. I think you've had enough adventures for one day. I found this. You must have lost it.
Oh, my neckerchief.
Now that's the Timmy to do math I know. I think I know where the sorcerer hid the book. But to get to it, I have to know how to say open in Ratish.
Open?
Exactly, but in Ratish.
Open? Have you never noticed that we talk to each other?
You mean Ratish is exactly the same as our language?
No, your language is like ours. Rats and big people have lived side by side for so long. You've picked up the odd thing or two.
Amazing! The magic word is open. Hey, I know Ratish. Let's get back to the others. You must be dead tired.
Can I hide under your hat again? The moon is so bright.
Of course, for as long as you want. Look who I have here.
Timmy, is he all right?
Just completely exhausted.
Give him to me. He can rest in my pocket.
Esther, can I have another sausage?
But of course, my darling. You did well, Wilbur Weathervane.
Ah, cheers. Ahem. Open. Now there's only one seal between me and the Mad Sorcerer's spellbook. The truly greatest mage of all time. Who could that have been for an egomaniac like Ashcroft Van Buren? Archmage Alistair? Or, of course, he means himself. Which presents a problem. Hello, Mr. Mayor.
Hello, Mr. Weathervane.
After the sorcerer was chopped up, where did you bury his bits?
Oh, you know, here and there.
Not all in one grave.
Oh, no. It was feared that his brother or someone else could try to bring him back to life. So his remains were spread nice and neatly across several graves over the land, and none of them carries his name.
Is part of the sorcerer buried in the cemetery?
I'm not at liberty to say. We swore never to say a word about which grave his left hand is buried in and which holds his right leg. Oh!
Oh, come on, just say it. Which grave's he buried in?
My lips are sealed.
Why was Van Buren actually beheaded, hung, and drawn, and quartered? Isn't that a little excessive?
You always have to kill an evil mage or sorcerer 3 times so he doesn't come back. Everyone knows that.
Doesn't beheading him and then hanging him present certain logistical problems?
Well, the whole thing wasn't very well prepared. Some mages wanted to ram a wooden stake through his heart instead. Others wanted to burn him. You know how it is. An angry mob, differing opinions. In the end, we can count ourselves lucky he was executed at all.
I have to be getting on. Till next time.
Goodbye.
The sorcerer must be buried around here somewhere. They always seem to be family graves. Handy if you want to save space. It says Lugosi on this gravestone. They always seem to be family graves. Handy if you want to save space. This is the Lee family grave. This is the Karloff family gravestone. This cross bears the name Cheney. Mr. Mayor.
Hello, Mr. Weathervane.
About the graves in the cemetery.
Yes?
One of the gravestones bears the name Lugosi. What can you tell me about them?
Oh, the Lugosi's were the dentists.
Somberville had its own dentists.
Oh, the village was voted prettiest smile in the backwoods 3 years in a row. Yeah. Unfortunately, old Lugosi went a bit soft in the head. He rambled on about little green men and a plan he had to foil. Number 9, I think. Yeah. Dental hygiene in the village took a nosedive from then on. Oh, dear.
What can you tell me about the Cheney family?
Well, the elder Cheney was a travelling actor in his youth. Oh, the only one of us to ever leave the village for any length of time. He must have been really successful. They called him the Man of 1,000 Faces. Later, he retired here in the village. But his son inherited the theatre bug, left before disaster struck. Probably saved his life, yeah.
One of the big graves has the name Karloff on it.
Large family. The young Karloff was a giant of a man, strong as an ox, but of a friendly nature. When the terror came from the woods, he was caught by a mummy. Well, like most of the others that disappeared in the woods, we couldn't bury him. Only his ancestors are buried in the grave in the cemetery.
The Lee family, were they a long-established family in the village?
Who? Oh, right, the Lees. Yes, oh, they were. Yes, it's very long established. Yeah.
So, what can you tell me about them?
Well, there was Shield Hand Lee. He was a smith, and his wife Fire. Yeah, Fire Anna. She was very hot.
Uh-huh. I think I know what I need to know. I have to be getting on. Till next time.
Goodbye.
Mayor Whale didn't have anything believable to say about the Lee family, almost as if they weren't from the village. I'm pretty sure in there's a Van Buren, not a Lee. Mayor Whale didn't have anything believable to say about the Lee family, almost as if they weren't from the village. I'm pretty sure in there's a Van Buren, not a Lee. Esther?
Yes?
About the seal.
How can I help?
I, need a hand.
Yes?
From a grave.
Of course, from a grave. Chopping someone's hand off while they're alive wouldn't be very polite, would it?
It must be a certain hand from the sorcerer Van Buren. He's buried in the Lee family grave.
Okay. Do you just need the hand? Or is there anything else I can get you?
Just a hand, please.
Well, I'll get going straight away. While I'm about it, I might as well see whether I can find a new left kidney.
You're not upset if I don't join you, are you?
No, no problem. Come by later and I'll hand you the hand. Right?
Thank you. See you later, Esther. I have to go.
Bye.